Today I'm going to take apart this movement and clean it and put it back together, and I'll show you real quick how I did it. Part two, I'm going to go ahead and clean the works. The works, like I've mentioned before, has nothing on here to say what it is or anything. The only thing I have to go by is the plate that tells you a little bit, or tells you what type of clock this is. Now I'm sure this clock was built after 1950 because it doesn't have that odd time bar on it to tell the clock what actual hour it is. So anyway, let's get clean on that one. So besides taking the bird off and take this whole thing apart, I want to show that every place where there's a gear that came through has been rebushed, which there's one piece there that hasn't been bushed, there's only one, and that goes to the fan for the speed of the cuckoo. But on both sides I see all that on here. So anyway, let me get this thing apart and ready to be cleaned. Again, there are no markings on here telling me anything about this clock, except that this here is made by the Welby Corporation. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, get in there. There we go. This instructions on this works. That was on the back plate of this clock. So let me go ahead and get this thing tore apart, which I'll start on the front. I'll take these, I don't remember what they call them, I call them the horseshoe washers that hold on. I'll take them off and get this thing apart, started to take apart. As I've shown before, this hammer, I've already undone the spring on it. So you just turn it to get it unlocked. Then you can get your next one turned and unlocked. And your next one turned and unlocked. Now of course I've already taken pictures all the way around, underside, so I can remember which way these winders set. I've taken angled pictures, so this way I don't have to worry where those gears go because I can see them in my pictures on the phone. So anyway, got all those out. I guess the next thing is we'll go ahead and take the cuckoo bird off, and then we're going to take these four nuts off and try to lift this up so we can try to keep the gears where they are, and then take a picture again just to make sure that you're not going to be messed up. The thing is, there's actually not that many gears in here, and they're only going to fit one way, so just the ballpark of seeing how they are in the sides is pretty much all you need. And in case I forget to tell you, once you have this cleaned, I'm going to put this in a clock cleaner. Then when you pull these plates, I usually scrub them with Dawn dishwashing detergent and a toothbrush, and then I get them rinsed off really good. But once I have them dry, I'll take a toothpick, and I don't force it through, but I run them through just to make sure they're clean in there, and you'll probably find on the end of the toothpick it'll turn a little bit black. So that also helps clean these things, so that way hopefully your clock's going to start right up. I don't have my little bolts to hold this frame up, and this is in the way. So somewhere around here, oh, here's a dish with spare parts. I can set that right on there and be able to take this apart and carefully get this up. Like I say, first I want to take this off. Okay, for the new person, if you'd like, for all the outside pieces you took off this clock, you can take a picture of what you got here. So if you might get overwhelmed with too many gears, take a picture of them, so once you get them all clean, you can set those aside. So here I got the 4 nuts off, and let's see if we can get this off without it falling apart too much, and we'll get a picture of that. Actually, this is coming off pretty easily. This one's normal. This is the last one you put on, because it has to be on the outside of the plate anyway. And like I say here, there's nothing on this plate showing what it is, who it is, or anything else. So now, because this came out so perfect, I can take a picture and see where all these gears go, in which you'd have your time. They call this a train. You'll have your time train here. So this is one set of gears, we'll say. This is your time train. This here's the cuckoo bird train. So let me get a picture of this, then we'll pull this thing apart. There's a little fan that keeps the speed of the cuckoo bird. This here is what's triggering the cuckoo bird and holding it in and out, I do believe. This is the type that, this is what operates your bellows and your gong, the hammers. There will be one of your settings or adjustments. It's got the peg on there, so you'll have to kind of watch that after you get together to see whether it's cuckooing properly. So you have this little gear here. Then you take that off. Now the rest of these, oh, we do have this one here that has to do with the cuckoo bird going in and out. And it does have a clip on it, which is good, so I can take that out. Now these two, this one here is not going to come out unless you pry that off. I am not going to pry that off because it's not that important. It's always loose in here, let's just say. That seems to be fine. This one here, see if I can get this to come out. I'm not going to have a heart attack if it won't, but I'm not going to force it because I don't want to dismantle this thing. Like I say, it's not that important to me. And realistically, this one's not that important either because it's always sloppy in that hole there because that's part of your time shaft or your hour hands or whatever. So I think I'm going to call that good. Like I say, you can tell each one of these bushings have been changed on here. I think there's only one, that's a fan, that hasn't been changed in its lifetime. So this is a clock that's been well used instead of just hanging on the wall or thrown in a closet. So let me get this into the cleaner and give it some time to do its job in there. Well, of course, a rookie mistake. I accidentally erased my video putting it back together again. But otherwise, I'll show you right here. The clock seems to be working just fine. Very happy with it. I like the looks of it. If you watch the part one, you'll see just how I got that metal leaf on there. I used the gold leaf and the copper leaf. Not real gold. It's got the brass in it to give that gold look. But otherwise, I think it's a very nice and a very different looking clock. And for what the clock was when I first got it, I think it's beautiful. So leave me a comment. Tell me hi. I say hi to you guys. And until next time, God bless.